On December 6th, I made a video I called it one of these 5 teams is going to win the Super Bowl. And I listed that the Seahawks, the Rams, the Seahawks, the Ravens, the 49ers, the Saints, or the Patriots. One of those 5 teams, not the Rams, the Seahawks, 49ers, Ravens, Patriots, Saints. One of those 5 teams was going to win the Super Bowl. And while Wild Card Weekend is over, the Patriots are now out of the playoffs. The Saints are now out of the playoffs. Biggest shocker to me. The Patriots doesn't surprise me too much. The Saints really shocked me. I thought they were kind of a juggernaut, and they got beat at home in New Orleans. That's a surprising deal to me. Now, when I made that list, I intentionally left the Kansas City Chiefs out. This was about a month ago. It was on December 6th when I made that video, when it came out. I think I recorded it 2 days before that. And the reason why I left the Chiefs out of the list, the reason why I didn't say the Chiefs could win the Super Bowl was because I was concerned about the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Well, it appears that the Kansas City Chiefs defense has really come together in the last 6 weeks. And my job as a broadcaster is to be willing to admit when I'm wrong. And when I have new evidence come into my brain and I have new information at my disposal, it's my job to acknowledge it. And so I got to say, the Chiefs defense looks significantly better. Even the Chargers quarterback, Philip Rivers, after playing the Kansas City Chiefs Week 17, acknowledged, man, this defense has really come together and really improved. And my question is, what happened? Why is the Chiefs defense getting better, and why do they look better, so much better today than they did last year? And number one, the Chiefs personnel has steadily improved throughout this year. And that's, by the way, that's how skill works. Over time, if you do drills and you practice, your skills get better. And that seems to be what has happened with the Kansas City Chiefs. Some of their guys have become more skilled, and they're more skilled now than they were week 1. Week 17, they're better football players than they were week 1. And that's not shocking or surprising. That's how doing drills and that's how building your skills works. So the Chiefs are getting better literally as individual players. They also got better this year from last year to this year. They added, Bashaud Breeland. And he's really improved throughout this year. His confidence has skyrocketed. He had a play where he jumped a pass and picked off Tom Brady week 14 a couple weeks ago. Jumped a route, made a great play. Adding Bashaud Breeland has been a really great move in addition to the Chiefs defense. Then you got to also acknowledge, the Chiefs also added safety Tyrann Mathieu. He's called the Honey Badger. He's really, really good. And as the season has gone on, the Chiefs defense, not only did they add guys like they added Tyrann Mathieu at corner, they added Bashaud Breeland at corner, they added defensive end Frank Clark. He's had a huge impact. He has had 8 sacks this year. Frank Clark from the Seattle Seahawks. They've come on better. The chemistry of the guys around them is getting better. The Chiefs defense is learning how to work together better. And I talked about Frank Clark. What about the guy across from him, Chris Jones? Chris Jones has 9 sacks, one more than Frank Clark. Look, the Chiefs defense has really improved from last year to this year. And I love their first-year defensive coordinator. They just hired him last offseason, Steve Spagnuolo. He's a great... He failed as a head coach. I think some guys, there's a thing called the Peter Principle where they get elevated too much and they hit their ceiling where they're not any good. I don't think Steve Spagnuolo is a good head coach. He just shouldn't be one. But he's a great defensive coordinator in the NFL. He's really good at dialing up pressure, and the guys believe in him. They trust him. And, man, it's just great. The Chiefs' defense has significantly improved this year. Their skill is better. They're playing well. Their schemes are great. The players overall, they upgraded players from last year to this year. And the Chiefs' better defense, the Chiefs' improving defense from earlier this year into now is a big reason why I think, man, they have a chance to win a Super Bowl. We can talk about Patrick Mahomes all you want, but the Chiefs' defense has changed recently for the Chiefs, and this is why I believe they have a shot now to win the Super Bowl. Their defense, you got to acknowledge, the Chiefs' defense has gotten better over the course of this year. Ask Philip Rivers, ask the teams that have played them at the end of the year, ask Tom Brady, who got picked off by the Chiefs. The Chiefs' defense has gotten better this year, and that has allowed them to be in an opportunity where I think they have a chance to win the Super Bowl because of their defense.